One of my process goals this year is to work on strength. So not only rehab and build up my ankle so it's back to its former great self.
Single leg barbell deadlift.
Lock in your back, use your hip to drive, right?
But also work more on core strength, stability, making sure that I feel strong and balanced on the bike.
Other knee up.
On course, practicing for the first World Cup of the season last year, wiped out and landed on my ankle and I broke it pretty badly. I remember sending Matt the picture from the German hospital and
I think I dropped some expletives. When Aaron sent me the films, I was honestly pretty worried. And one of the first weeks that Aaron was back, we saw a young guy who was like, oh man, at least I didn't break my talus. And unfortunately, Aaron was sitting on the table right next to him. But it's one of those things that you don't just bounce back from. It's a super complicated injury.
like nothing but positivity from this guy. Shit man, that sucks, but you'll be back, is what he said. And yeah, came back home, had another surgery, and then I think like 2 days later, maybe I was in here talking about a plan.
Aaron came right back in, was just talking about plans for the future, what you wanted to do, what you wanted to accomplish. And honestly, just like, the term gets thrown around, but like grit, right? Just keep showing up, showing up, showing up. Like she showed up from day one. Oh! Erin's actually doing great. She transitioned really easily from her rehab process into more of her performance kind of sector now. Erin, huh, these are now our focus was base strength. Is that me? Foot through the floor. Oh, do that one again, do that one again. Into single leg stability and stance, and then manifesting later into more of a plyo work. Think handlebar position. All the way down. Like balancing strength work with on the bike performance, it does get really tough, especially when you're at kind of the level of athletics that Erin is. So we're not trying to overload her. We're not trying to hypertrophy. We're not trying to get her bigger. What we're trying to do is just make sure that she maintains her ideal strength to weight ratio, meaning that she's just as efficient as possible. Do you want to do single leg?
Yeah, I mean, no, but I think it's good for me.
So we really try and choose exercises that mimic her bike position. You don't pedal like that.
True.
So cycling is unique where you're producing force from a very specific trunk position, hip position, and we try and do our best to put Erin in a position where she can generate force from these very particular bike-specific spots.
Last one was the best.
Takes a warm-up round.
Yeah.
Because I look like dog shit. We try and do our best to just translate that into the weight room. Elbows almost bring into your ribs a little bit more.
As we're getting closer to the race season, it's like right around the corner. We're kind of scaling things back a little bit on the legs, but really focusing more on that balance and core. Too many calluses.
No such thing.
They start to rip. I'm feeling good on the bike and off the bike, so the focus is paying off.
Load your position, extend out. Much better. Great job.
That one felt better.
That one was the best one. Great job.
Okay, we're done.
Get a break. Yeah,
What else are we doing?
We are going to do some